Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Another Talk. This video came across my feed. I haven't watched it. I know it's Melania and I know it has to do with Epstein, so I wanted to react to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today.
Okay.
The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein's abuse of his victims.
You know, it's interesting timing that she comes out and says this now, because for the last couple of months, Trump has been trying to avoid anything with this, even called it a hoax, even though I do think that he was actually talking about how the Democrats were categorizing his involvement with Epstein as the hoax, not the actual files as a hoax, but he didn't really differentiate, so tomato.
Trump's own wife came out at an unannounced press conference today and said the Epstein crimes are real and that she wants the victims to be in front of Congress to cover up the end. That's the opposite of what Trump's saying. Looks to me like she's breaking with Trump because she knows the ship's sinking, has found out the truth. Elon left 8 months ago saying he's in the files as a cover-up. I never saw any evidence of it, but he's acting like he's guilty. We know he's protecting Howard Lutnick, who said he didn't know Epstein to go to the island, and he did. So all I can say is this is a terrible day, and it's a nightmare for America and the world, but I'm going to tell the truth, reporting the facts, no matter what it is.
One thing that I always thought to myself was, why doesn't Trump come out and say something like this? And the fact that Melania is doing this, especially after everything that's gone on as far as Trump and the people around him with Epstein, like, you know, Howard Lutnick, does this press conference mean there's some turmoil behind the scenes between them two? I'm just speculating. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments, but I think it's kind of crazy timing. Is something coming down the pipeline? Let's see what else she has to say.
Never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins UK. Now is the time for Congress to act.
Right.
Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth.
Right.
I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony.
Kash Patel is probably punching the air right now. Pam Bondi would be punching the air too if she wasn't fired. The fact that she's calling for congressional hearing, there's no way Trump knew that she was going to give this speech. I don't think she did.
Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
Damn, mic drop. She walked in, laid it all on the table, and then walked out. I don't know. I think, listen, if we're going to allow for some speculation here, something's got to be going on behind the scenes. We're not privy to just yet. I think maybe we'll eventually find out, but something has to be going on because to me, this is like out of left field. I was not expecting this at all. But hey, I guess we're going to find out sooner or later. So thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And until next time.